Welcome to Eugene Holden's Academy of Self-Mastery, where we learn to move with purpose and live with power. This is your space for healing, for growth, for the questions that shape you and the truth that you know. We use the tools that are ancient, still working today, to steady the heart and light up the way. Breathe in, tune in, come back to center. One step, one choice, you can always get better. Master yourself, master your life. Walk in your truth and breathe through the fight. Master yourself, stay awake, stay clear. Eugene Holden's Academy is right here. Let's begin together.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Eugene Holden's Academy of Self-Mastery, where my co-host today is the Reverend Melissa Moore Nobles. And this is where we get to dive into, well, whatever we dive into. And while we were in the green room, we were speaking about, okay, what is it that we wanted to bring to you folks today? And Rev Melissa was talking about, I'm going to put it this way, Melissa, how and it's not just in this movement called Centers for Spiritual Living, but it's been a really big business about manifesting.
Yes.
Right? And you were saying that you feel that we've done a disservice to that word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Could you want to speak more to that?
Yeah. What I mean by we've done a disservice to this notion of working at manifesting things. And people work at it.
Yeah,
You
they
know, like it's hard. It's it takes a lot of effort. And I just don't believe that anymore because of my lived experience.
do.
And what I've learned is manifestation for me becomes something that I have to work at. You know, that is something that's external. It's like this externally generated state of being versus what we were talking about, aligning, allowing, and attuning into that vibration of whatever it is. So last time we was talking about joy, the power of joy. So if I want to have the experience of joy, I'm really not attached to how that shows up for me because it's experiencing joy. So I attune, I allow, and I align with joy.
Yeah.
And there's such freedom in that. It really is a ease process. It's because it's a way of being. It's a way of being in the world. And yeah, that's where I am with it now.
Yeah.
And another reason why this came up for me, because my girls, they have latched on to this as well. Aria in particular says, I'm a manifester. I'm a manifester. Whatever I want, I manifest it. And I get I get what she means by that, but I'm going to check in with her to see if she really understands what that means.
Hmm.
Because I feel she's really aligning, attuning, and allowing, but she's calling it manifesting,
Right.
you know?
Right.
And they're
Keep going.
two different things in my regard. I think manifesting, I just thought about this. Michael Bernard Beckwith's book,
Purpose,
Life Visioning,
vision and
right?
purpose. Right.
And the second level of consciousness he refers to as by me,
Right.
the manifester. And it's not by me. Yes, I'm involved. I'm the vessel for it to express, but I'm not doing it alone.
Right.
Like I'm using the power of the universe, of God, of source. I'm using that to experience and express it and embody it. Most importantly, to embody it.
Right.
So yeah, how does it sit for you?
Pretty much the same way,
Mm-hmm.
that manifesting, it's like I want to bring, this is where I went with it. I want to manifest something that's outside of me. I want to bring something outside of me here,
Mm-hmm.
right? And with but my own life experiences and trying to, as you said, it takes effort, in trying to manifest, the job or manifest more money and making the treasure boards and all of that,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then would wonder why after, weeks or whatever months, it just wasn't working. And then as I grew older into this way of living, coming
Mm-hmm.
to realize, going, as you said, the second stage of consciousness, by me, then going to the third one, and then allowing it to flow through,
Mm-hmm.
right? And
Mm-hmm.
then so then there's really nothing to manifest. There's only that to allow,
Yes.
and we can only, well, I'm gonna put it this way, that I can only allow it to happen when I am attuned to it.
Mm-hmm.
Which talks to when I hear it like that, attuned to it, there's a vibratory feeling to the word attune,
Yes.
right? So let me tune my vibration to what it is that I choose to experience, not what I want to experience, what I choose to experience.
Yes. Yeah.
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 And I think this is really just as important, is to allow it to happen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Allow it to
Mm-hmm.
happen.
Mm-hmm.
I remember years ago when I lived in Denver, and I'm back. But I was living up in the mountains, in the little city called Evergreen, and great little small mountain town. And during the summer, tourists come up, and guys who ride their Harley, their bikes, and they don't just ride 2 or 3 deep. They ride, 15 to 20 deep.
Mm-hmm.
So there's all this noise, right? And one morning, I'm sitting on the deck looking downtown, because it's just a small town, and I'm going, God, it sure is loud. I want to move up higher. And I laughed at myself. I'm like, oh, this is loud for you coming from Los Angeles. Okay, that's really kind of that's cute. But I wanted to move up higher into the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Within a week or two, I get a call, that someone wanted to lease and with an option to buy a cabin that is on this road. And I went up there, and it was great. I took a look at it. The woman calls me and goes, "Okay, so when do you want to move in?" I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all of this happened within a time frame of a week.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
got a call. Hey, I know somebody who has this place for lease. I speak with her on Wednesday. We play phone tag. I go see it on Thursday. Friday, she and I finally connect on the phone, and she asks, "When do you want to move in?" Right? Now, I move in. So I'm like, well, I have to pack first, right? But because it happened just like that. And after I moved in, I sat back because it was a sweet space. It was really, really nice. It was a great, great space. And I sat down on the deck and was like, okay, so how did this happen? How did you allow this to happen? And
Allow
I
this to
and I caught
happen.
myself going, wait a minute, did you hear what you just said? How did you allow? Oh, I allowed it to. So it's not so much about manifesting, it's about getting clear. We've talked about this before on the show. So getting clear on what the desire is, attuning to the vibration of whatever that is,
Mm-hmm.
then aligning with it,
Mm-hmm.
and then allowing it.
Allowing it to flow.
Allowing it to flow in any way that it chooses to flow.
Yes. And what happens is a lot of times we jam ourselves up because we resist the allowing.
Yeah.
I'll speak for myself. I will say, wait a minute, that can't be happening.
Right.
I'm in the midst of it happening.
Right.
And I will say, wait, that can't be happening. And sometimes it stops the flow.
Yeah.
My own resistance to
Yeah.
it delays it. And sometimes it's just what will seem like an opportunity just disappears
Yeah. Yeah.
because my resistance to it could be that strong, you know,
Mm.
that I push it away.
Yeah.
I've had many experiences like that. I
Yeah.
didn't have the language for it. And then those limiting beliefs would come up like
Mm-hmm.
it was too good to be true,
Mm.
you know, all the stories around
Right.
that. But I love it's manifesting is is outward in.
Yeah.
Allowing, aligning, and attuning is inward out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we talk about feeling tone
Mm-hmm.
and the mental equivalent, but there is a feeling equivalent, and the
Yes.
feeling equivalent is joy
I knew you were
or
going to come back to that.
peace
Yes.
or harmony. For me, it's joy
Yeah.
primarily. And so I attune and align with that vibration of joy.
Mm.
And that comes in and it attracts and it expresses.
Yes.
It's not
Yeah.
the other way around.
That's right. That's right.
So,
You
can we
know,
let the people know that
mm,
it's an internal process? It's an internal. I'm even having a dance with the word process. It's an internal way of being. It's a beingness.
it is a beingness.
Yeah.
We are not human doings, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're human beings.
Yeah.
There's a beingness to it. And what I love about that vibration of joy, because that's also my thing as well,
Mm-hmm.
is that, and as you well know, I'm going to use going to Dispenza's affirmation first, that my energy creates my reality, right?
Yes.
So the energy of joy creates the reality.
Yes.
And offline, I loved how you were saying that you allow joy to show up in any way that it wants to,
Yes.
or allow whatever it is to, yeah, because there's nothing on the outside that creates that joy,
Exactly.
right? Or that peace, or
Yes.
that love, right? So we're not trying to what was I speaking to somebody? Oh, just a client or whatever it was in class. I want to attract more peace. I'm like, you can't attract any peace. And they looked at me like I was strange. I'm like, you can't attract it. See, you are it.
You are it. Yes. Yes.
So when we allow ourselves to be that, that's one of the things in terms of the steps or the elements of affirmative prayer, right? Recognition,
Hmm.
and identification, but to recognize, yes, we talk about recognizing the infinite presence, call it whatever. but
Mm-hmm.
also to recognize that I am one with what I want to experience, to recognize that it is already here. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's a beautiful thing when we start to wake up to who we really are,
Yes.
to who we really are in this thing called life, in this thing called God, in this thing called spirit, and how powerful we really truly are. Oh
Yes.
man, if we're not in awe, we're not paying attention.
Absolutely.
You know,
And there's such ease in that. There's such ease in that
yeah,
allowing.
yeah, yeah. You-
And the what just came to mind was just think about all the things that we do allow. There's so many things that we attune to that we would not normally allow. So let me give you an example.
Please.
So what comes to mind is when I was learning how to drive and I took the road test and I failed the road test. And now I had convinced myself that I'm just going to take the road test and I'm going to pass the road test. There was no way I was going to fail the road test. And yet I failed the road test. Now, I could have allowed the fact that I failed to stop me from taking another road test, but I wasn't going to allow that to stop me,
Yeah.
right? And sometimes I think that's where we get jammed up with manifestation. We want to manifest something,
Mm,
something else shows up, and then we say, what I initially wanted or desired to experience, maybe that wasn't for me.
mm,
I was clear that I was going to drive. I believed I was going to pass the road test. I didn't pass it the first time. I passed it the second time. And so I had the experience of what ultimately I was attuning to was not getting my license. It was the the feeling tone of freedom.
mm,
And years later, because I come back to this driving experience often, years later, I realized that the first time that I failed, the first time I took the test and I failed because I got to a corner and I looked both ways and then I made the left hand turn. When I made the left hand turn, a car came out of nowhere and almost hit me.
mm,
And the instructor that was in the car with me had to put on the brakes.
mm,
And he said to me, I saw you. I said, I looked. And he said, I saw you look. You looked to the right, you looked to the left, and then you pulled out. He said, you look to the, what you need to do is look to the right, look to the left, and then look to the right again,
yeah.
and then pull out. To this day, I do that.
Yeah.
If I had passed the road test that
Mm,
first time, I would not have learned that lesson
mm-hmm.
and I would not have incorporated that into practice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So even when we are attuning to what it is we want to experience and express in the world, it means that we're going to receive everything that we need to have that fuller experience. So I have a fuller experience of driving because I have these additional tools.
Mm-hmm.
We could apply that to anything.
Right. Right. You know what? Thank you for that story. And what came up for me around that is to allow the failure to teach.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Allow the failure to teach us.
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh, what
Yes.
do I need? What am I to learn here? Not what do I
Yes.
need to learn, but what am I to learn here? Yeah.
And it's always available. It's not, it does, it, everything serves a purpose. And I know that we say that, but it's so true. It's
Yes.
so true.
Right.
If we would just take a moment.
And there would be people who say, no, not everything does, but everything does in some form or fashion.
Hmm.
In some form or fashion, it serves us.
Hmm. Hmm.
I remember being asked years ago, and I was going through whatever I was going through, and that person said, "So, Eugene, how does that serve you?" And my immediate answer was, "It doesn't." She goes, "Yeah, it's serving something."
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and when in that particular situation, that instance, what I learned is it was serving me playing small.
Mm.
I'm like, oh, that's what it is. Okay. It took me a while to get there, but I'm like, oh, that's okay. That doesn't work for me. Yeah. Yeah. How does it? Because if it's there, it's serving some purpose. Maybe
Hmm.
it's, to look and have me look at whatever it is and then let that go. Yeah. Or to look at it, and go, okay, well, that works, but everything it serves a purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which has nothing to do with manifesting.
No.
You know? Yeah. Shh.
You
I'm
know
not
what? I want to look up the word
manifest.
manifest. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just curious now about the
Yeah.
definition.
And the etymology. Yeah. The
I mean, the
origin.
marketing around it is, is brilliant,
It is. Manifest the
but
dreams of your heart. Manifest the love of your life by doing these 5 simple steps. And
yes.
if you send me $5, I will send you a book saying how you can do this.
Here's one definition. This this is funny. It's always um annoying when you look up a definition and it uses the word to define it. So this is the first definition for manifestation, an act of manifesting. The second definition, the state of being manifested.
Yeah, okay. Next.
So let's use this one. The act or practice of trying to attain something desired by thinking about or focusing intensely on it, especially as a spiritual or self-help practice.
Wow.
That sounds like a lot of work to me.
Right? What was that first part of that one?
The act or practice of trying
There's the
to
word.
the word trying to attain something desired by thinking about or focusing intensely on it, especially as a spiritual or self-help practice. Trying.
Trying and focusing intensely on it. No, let me
No.
unlock. No, no, that's too much work. One of the things that I've learned over this beautiful life is that life is easy, that
Hmm.
we've been given everything that we need once we
Hmm.
attune to it and once we recognize it.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
don't have to try. Just like you and maybe many others who are listening to this, we have tried for years to manifest stuff. Use all the little techniques and tools and books and stuff. And please be still and know.
Yes. And it serves, it's even learning. I think it's like we said, everything serves its purpose. So if you come to this practice of manifestation, it serves its purpose. And
Hmm.
my desire is that it will serve the purpose of you going deeper within yourself
Yes.
and tapping into that reservoir that is within you.
Yeah.
That's my desire, that I would hope people are getting to when they start this path of manifestation.
Yeah.
But trying there, I don't remember what Amistad was the movie, and there's a
Mm.
line in that movie where one of the characters says to the African, when they said like try something, he said try, like he couldn't even comprehend what
Mm.
that was
Mm.
because there's no translation, there's no word for try. You
Right.
either do it or
Or
you
you
don't
don't.
do it.
Yeah.
You're either it or you're not it.
Yeah.
There is no trying.
Right.
And then focusing intensely.
Yeah. My head hurts.
That just sounds exhausting to me.
Mm.
That is focus required? Yes, there is some focusing that is required, but
Right.
it's not intense.
Right.
It's not a heavy lift.
No. Just keep your mind on what you want.
Yes, it's a gentle, it's oh, I wish I could remember the term that that we use in transcendental meditation
Mm.
when all the thoughts are just coming and you're kind of inviting the mantra um favor. You don't focus favor. So you
Mm.
just favor that vibration. You favor, you know,
Yeah.
favor feels cozy.
Yeah. I favor this. I
Favor
like
it.
that. I like that.
Yes. Not intense. Just favor it.
Yeah. As I said before, we've been set up. We have everything that we need. Once we
Hmm.
can get past all of the stuff that we've been taught, right? And not to believe the hype. And so I'm going to the space using that word to favor the joy, favor
Hmm.
the abundance, favor the position, favor
Hmm.
the favor the relationship.
Hmm.
And what I feel in saying that is what all the things that we are favoring, that expands.
Yes.
When we appreciate, whatever we appreciates, it grows. Yeah, there's no focusing intensely on it. No, let it be.
Yeah. With grace
Yeah,
and ease.
with
With
grace and
grace and
ease.
ease. Yes.
You know,
Yes.
right? We keep saying that our word is not only does it have power to create, but it is the power of creation,
Mm.
right? And not just our spoken word, but especially our thoughts, which are words that are not spoken, right? And they create.
Yes.
So once we recognize that that's the power, we don't have a choice in that. And once I came to recognize that, oh, I am always creating, well, then let me be aware of what it is I want to experience.
Hmm.
Because the universe always says yes to me.
Yes. Yes.
Which, by the way, is the topic of my talk on Sunday.
Ah, I love that. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
The universe always says yes, no matter what we say to it. Right?
Yes.
I will never make it. Yes, you're right. God, I am magnificent. Yes, you're right.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to focus intensely. Well, you don't have to. Just say yes.
Yes.
What's
Yes.
that song where your heart and soul say yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 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 So I
Yeah.
hope this is the takeaway from today's show. Just an invitation for people to drop into what they've been focusing so intensely on
Mm.
and just loosening your grip and instead using that energy to into attune
Mm.
into, not out of, and tune into yourself,
Yeah.
your true self.
Yeah.
that's my desire for today.
Yeah. And I'm going to leave it with that one right there.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks, Rev.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to another one of these beautiful times here at the Academy of Self-Mastery. Loving you immensely. So as I like to say, be a friend, tell a friend, share it with a friend. And we'll see you next time here on Eugene Holden's Academy of Self-Mastery. Peace and blessings, everyone.
Peace and blessings.